Hey guys, it's your girl Jasmine McKell back again with another video, and this one's a little late just because I'm doing the Fenty beauty review. As you can probably tell by the title, came out about a week ago, and I've tried to get this up for several days, and it just wasn't working out. So today is the day. We're gonna get this review done. We're gonna get it uploaded, and you guys are gonna finally have it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the products and talking about that before we start actually using them on our face. Okay, so I got a couple of her products. I didn't get everything because I'm spending my hard-earned money on this, and eventually I'm gonna get some more. But I just want to start off with a couple of things just so I can kind of get an idea of what her actual line is like and if I like it. So I got, of course, I got the foundation. It's like, how can you not get the foundation when that's the biggest part? I got the shade 450. Actually 440. So I actually tried 450 and 440 both on my face, and 450 looked like it was going to be my color, but it actually would end up being a tad bit too dark. So what I did, and what I suggest you all do, is actually go into the store, and I know right now all the darker shades are pretty much sold out everywhere. Woo-hoo. Shout out to Fenty Beauty and Rihanna. But I just put the 450 on this side, along my jawline, just because I wanted to make sure it was gonna match my neck. And then I put 440 on this side, and then from there I just kind of went around and continued to play with all the makeup while it dried, and I really know what the true color was gonna be. So after about 5 or 10 minutes, I was able to look in the mirror, and I saw that 440 pretty much kind of made it look like I didn't have any foundation on my skin. It was there, but the color was so good and it matched so well that I was just like, oh, okay. She also has a shade 420. Which I feel like I can do because that's her deep cover for deeper skin tones, but it's the neutral one. This one has a little bit of a red undertone, and I don't know. For me, sometimes I feel like I don't have an undertone. Sometimes I feel like I'm neutral, but this one worked just fine with me, and I'm satisfied with it. But I do love the fact about her. First off, she has 40 shades. I'm sure there's probably some other lines now that has 40. I don't think their first launch was 40, and I think that it's great that she has all the way from the palest of pale to include for people who have albinism, if I'm pronouncing that right. And then she also has really dark for there's probably 440 goes up to shade 490, so there's another 5 shades after me, and I feel like I'm a pretty good tone. So it's amazing. Literally everybody can find something for them. A big part that I feel a lot of companies leave out is the undertones with foundation. So it's cool, you have a darker shade, or you have this shade, but it's that's a little too red for me, or that's a little too yellow for me. She has neutral, she has cool, and she has the warmer tone. So I definitely feel everybody can find their shade of foundation for them. So that was first step. Of course, I couldn't not get okay, I lied. First off, I didn't get the primer, but then I was this doesn't seem right. I gotta get the primer to go with the foundation so I can really know if I like the foundation. So you see in the box, they're all the same. First off, I think her packaging is amazing. It's so great. It's a graffiti style. So I think that's, different is really Rihanna. But this is the foundation, how it comes, and then the primer comes in a similar to, the lighting's a little off, but yeah, pretty similar. So I got those 2 things. I also got her Fenty Glow. So she only released 1 lip gloss, no other lip products with this one. I'm sure she's going to expand, but for now she stuck with a universal lip luminizer. So pretty much any shade of your lips, whether they're pink, darker side, which I have a darker type of lip, whatever, it's supposed to go great with everybody. So this is what it looks like in the packaging. So it has some color, but not really. Kind of, we can do a swatch. So when you put it on, it's here, as you can see. So yeah, that's the universal lip luminizer. I got one of her matchstick trios, and with this it comes with a concealer, a contour, and a highlight stick, and these retail for $54. Now you can buy the actual sticks individually, and they're $25 a piece. So if you get the trio, you're gonna pretty much get buy one get one free, which is a great deal. She comes out with 4 preset sets from the shade 100 all the way to 400. So you got 100, 200, 300, 400. I got deep 400, and that comes with suede, espresso, and cinnamon. And online you can actually build your own trio, but in store there's only like 4 preset ones, and also online they have the preset ones as well, but you can build your own if you feel like you can't really work with all the shades that come in these. So I do like that option. It's just I wish in the store you can have the option as well to build your own, but hey, can't have everything. And this is what the packaging for those look like. The cool thing about them is it's magnetic, as you can see, which I think is pretty dope. It's pretty cool. Not really used to seeing that, but it comes in like, you know, like this packaging, and then you get, you know, pretty I think decent size amount of product for $25. I mean, you could probably get a little bit more, but I feel like her line is like very affordable. Her primer is $32 or $34, something like that, and her foundation is $34. So I really think that it is like a great price point. It's not too expensive, not too cheap, so it's still, you know, it makes sense. She's not trying to break your pockets, and you get a pretty good amount in each one of these tubes. Like you get 1.8 fluid ounces, which I think is pretty decent, you know, for like the price. Moving on, I got the most talked about highlighter from her line, which is the Trophy Wife highlighter. Now she has 6 different highlighters, and only 2 of them are like full pans, which you have the Trophy Wife, and then you have one of her other ones is more like the whiter highlighter. Those come in full. Then she has 4 other split pan highlighters where there's a more dull shade on one side, and then you have a more shimmery shade on the other side. I didn't get any of those. I will be getting some, but to start off, I wasn't able to get any of those, so I don't have any of those to show you today. But yeah, I got the Trophy Wife, and this is just what the packaging looks like for that. Can't really see, but like it says like, you know, Fenty Glow like across the front. My lighting is kind of like making it hard to see it. We can like swatch it. Let's see where. So here. So as you can see, that's what the color actually is. This highlighter is $32, called the Kilowatt highlighter. It's 32 or 34. I've been getting those numbers, you know, like mixed up. It's somewhere in that. They're pretty close. I'm not off by that much. But yeah, I think it's $34. But yeah, her Fenty Glow Gloss is $18. And the last thing that I got was her actual beauty blender, pretty much. This is what it looks like. I've used it, but this is the shape that it comes. It's like a half egg, so it's pretty much like the original beauty blender. I have it damp right now, so you can use it the same way. Doesn't have a point, and then it has a flat side that can be good for like getting in like right here, up underneath the eyes. I do wish it had a point, just so I can kind of get like really up in those creases, but hey, not too bad. And this retails for $16, which is actually cheaper than the original beauty blender, which is $20. So those are all the products I got. And oh, if I didn't mention, with the matchsticks, there's 10 highlight shades. So she has like a purpley one, she has like a red orange one, she has like a more like whiter or like a golden one. Like she has 10 different highlight sticks, and then she has like 10 and 20 other shades of the contour and concealers. So there's like 30 different sticks that you can get, and they all magnetize. So if you want to get all 30, they're all clumped together, you won't lose them. So I really do like that idea. So yeah, those are all the products that I got from the line to be able to like try out. So now we're just gonna go right ahead and get into like creating my idea of the Fenty face. I'm gonna try to go a little bit off of, I saw what she looked like at her actual lunch party, and just how she was just kind of like really natural and just had a little bit of glow. So we're gonna do that. So I'm not gonna be doing like, you know, like the whole like eyeshadow thing. We're just gonna be doing we're gonna be focusing on skin, since like her products that she released focus on skin. We're gonna focus on skin. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this video. So as you can see, I already have my brows done. If you want to know how to do my brows, I have my brow tutorial, should be up before this, and if not, just, you know, check, it'll be up like the day after or so, but hopefully they'll be up the same day. So it'll be linked below in the bottom bar, like in the description box, on how I do my brows. But since this is not about brows, I already have that done. We're gonna get right into primer, foundation, and continue with the face. So we're using her Fenty primer, which is called the Soft Matte Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. So pretty much it's kind of like just supposed to smooth your face out and like not have any pores pretty much. So I'm just going to do 2 pumps. So it looks like this. Just 2. And we're just going to put this all over our face. Smells really good. And it feels like a moisturizer. So I like the Sasha Cosmetics primer. That's what I normally use. But that one's a little bit more on the stickier side versus this one. This is really like I'm putting a moisturizer on my face. So I do definitely like that. And the fact that it smells good, always a plus. Get all these boxes out of the way. Okay, next we're going to go in with the foundation. And I'm just gonna, you know, pump it onto my finger and just kind of dot it on my face. Just gonna do a little bit at a time because this this foundation does dry pretty fast. See, and as you can see, it's a little red, which I feel like I'll probably also try the 420 just to see what the difference is with like the red and like the neutral one. But it's not bad. Like, I like it. So like once it's blended in, as you can see, pretty much matches my body. So maybe I do have a little bit of a red undertone. I don't know. I just know it works for me and I'm fine with it. Put a little bit over the eyes just so it matches my face. And I blend that concealer out. I'm able to blend that concealer out from when I did my eyebrows. Okay, so I did this side with foundation. This side doesn't have foundation. You see what I mean when I said that it looked like my skin and like I didn't have any foundation on? This is what I meant. And it matches. Like, I mean, my chest is just a little bit light. But, I mean, it matches. I don't got to highlight and contour. So, like, right now I can really feel like I can just put the foundation on this side of my face and just walk out, have foundation and brows, and we good to go. We don't even need all the extra stuff. But we're going to do it anyway just because, I mean, I'm extra too. But, yeah, we're just going to... That was 1 pump that did this side of my face. So, we're going to do 1 more pump. And we're going to dot it on this side of the face. I definitely think for this foundation, like, don't start off with a whole bunch of pumps. It's a medium to full coverage foundation. So for me, I found the first couple times I tried to film this video that it's very buildable. So you don't want to waste a product, and you definitely don't want to put it on the sponge directly because it's going to soak it up. Just dot it on your face and then blend it out the way like I'm doing. She also has, you know, like a foundation brush, and she has like the highlight brush. I didn't get any of those tools just because, like I said, I was on a budget and I was focused on actually getting some products with the money that I was able to spend. And I'll go back probably and eventually get the brushes, but I just didn't get those starting off. So that was 2 dots. That's all over my face. And if I just want to make sure that I have full, like, the coverage I want, I'm just going to do like probably like half a pump and just kind of go, because I didn't really put much in this area. And just kind of go over that. And I kind of like to get it a little bit on my lips to kind of like blank my lips out a little bit, just because my lips are 2 different colors. My top lip is darker than my bottom lip, so that sometimes makes it a little hard when I'm putting lipstick and stuff on because the colors come out differently. So I like to blank my lips out. So yeah, so this is what I have. This is 2.5 pumps of foundation. Not too bad. So I definitely think that this foundation will go a long way. It's a little watery, but I'm fine with it. I don't like a big, thick foundation. Like, I really wanted to just like go on and kind of just like blend into my skin. As you can see, it's pretty much, you know, like fully dry. And it looks like my skin. Like, that's the best part. Like, I love, 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 love the foundation. Definitely love that. And I think it works really well with the primer. But if you don't have the primer, like I said, I didn't buy the primer at first. I used it without the primer. I think it was still just as great. But I definitely do like the primer with it. It's a difference. But not, you know, like nothing crazy. So like I said, it's not mandatory that you go buy it. But I like it. So I would probably every time purchase both of them together. Just gonna make sure. The reason why I do my brows first is because like it just looks more natural with your foundation versus like carving it out with concealer on top of your foundation. It's kind of like blends better with my my foundation, but you know, that's me, to each his own. Next, we're gonna go in with her concealer stick that's part of my trio, and this is in the color Suede. Now, the one thing I can say about these aren't really creamy. So what you can do is, you know, put them on like so. So yeah, you can put them on like so. And then spray like some Max Fix Plus on it. I'm not gonna do that just because like I really like the whole matte natural look. So we're gonna work with it. My beauty blender is wet, it's damp, so that definitely makes a difference. And they're not like crazy hard to blend out or anything. I just know some people are used to like creamier. I'm used to using like a real concealer. I don't really use like stick concealers, but I like it. It's gonna take some getting used to because like I said, I don't really use stick concealers. But I like how it just kind of like melts into my face. That's me. And so like I'm using the flat part to just kind of like, well, I was using the round, but I'm also like kind of like going back and forth like the flat part. And I always alternate sides just so I'm not just like putting all concealer on one side and like dragging the extra over to the other. I just kind of go back and forth. Doing my nose. And I just always trying to make sure it just blends right into my foundation. Just kind of like blend it down. Not too much though. Then we got the forehead. Okay. Me, I just kind of like always, it takes me a little minute to blend out sometimes. But this is me. It's not that it's like requiring so much work, but I just kind of take my time. Okay. So next we're going to take the contour color, and I'm using Espresso because that comes in the kit I have. Just gonna, you know, put our contour on. I also have a contour foundation routine as well. If you want to see that, I'll have that in the description bar below. It's a little on the nose. Take our same beauty blender. I'm just using the flat side to blend it up. And for my forehead, I'm just going to use the rounded end. Blend it into your hairline. Go back with that rounded end on everything else as well. Just kind of buff it out. And then we're gonna take the top part and do our nose. So I would say, like with the sticks, it does kind of take a little bit longer to blend out than versus if you're using, of course, like powder or anything like that. But yeah, this is the final, you know, with it blended out. Foundation, I think it really just makes my face look amazing. You don't need anything to like set this. You absolutely don't. Just because like under eyes tend to crease, I'm going to still set my under eye, but that's it for the most part. Using my Sasha Buttercup powder, my holy grail. I'm just going to take my beauty blender like I normally do, dip it right in there with it damp, and just kind of press it everywhere where I put that concealer. And I like matte anyway, so this just, even like if you thought it had a little bit of shine, this just, you know, finalizes like, nope, we're gonna be matte today, which is fine with me. But yeah, I don't need anything else with this. For the fun part that everybody's always waiting on, we're gonna do that highlight. And like I said, we're gonna try to do Rihanna's look the way she pretty much just like had it was just shining. It wasn't really like placed, it was just shining. Now this has like real like glitter specks, so it's like a little goes a long way, and I suggest you literally start like small. It's like I'm just gonna take a fan brush and just tap that extra off. Then we're just gonna take it and just glow. Can you see that yellow? Yes, yes. And I'm just like, you know, fanning it right there and just brushing it back, like towards my hairline. And she just kind of, you know, like had it on her face. That's just what it was. I'm not using like a traditional highlighter where it's just like, oh, just the cheeks. No, with this, it's literally like a glow. So you just want it to just glow on your face. So here, I'm just gonna take it around. Just drag it. Just drag it. You see? Just kind of drag it up. And I'm going to take just a little bit and do my nose. And there. So yeah, you can see the glow. My lighting is kind of washing me out a little bit. All I have on is my ring light, and I have it on the lowest setting, and I'm sitting in front of a window. But you can, I guess if I like sit back a little bit, you can see it. I just love it. It's just so natural, just like, I'm here. Like, you talking to somebody like, what? Yes, glow. Glow. Last but not least, we're gonna do the lip illuminizer. My lips are a little dry. I should have probably put some of my Kapari lip treatment on it. But Okay, and I'm just gonna pop on some lashes, but I'm doing very neutral mascara and lashes. I'm gonna do that off camera, then I'll come back for the final look. Okay, so I put some lashes on. As you can see, probably the glue is still drying. I hate this glue. This isn't the one that I normally use. I grabbed the wrong one. This is the Andrea Strip Lash Eyelash Adhesive that dries clear, but it takes forever. I like the Ardell one. Now the Ardell one is quick. It's dry, like that's the one I like. So yeah, looks a little crazy, but yeah, this is the final look. I'm loving it. It looks like my skin is very natural. You can see that glow. It's just, this is the Fenty face. This is what she had on at her lunch review. So it's like, I wanted to do the classic one. Yeah, I've seen reviews where they was using it for eyeshadow, the Trophy Wife, which I wanted to do that at first. And I was just like, no, like, me, my normal go-to look is just like natural with some highlight anyway, whether it's bronze or gold, whatever I'm feeling that way. It's normally this with a lip that's nude and some form of like golden or bronzy highlight. So it's like, why not do it again with the Rihanna's highlight and do the Fenty face? So this is the Fenty face, all of her products on my face. Mine is of course brow, but she doesn't have brow. She doesn't have lashes, but I do think that she will possibly expand to like maybe a mascara or a brow. But if not, I'm okay with that. It's fine. I love the final look. And so yeah, so I definitely recommend these products it's for everybody. I love it. And yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. Be sure to catch me next time for my next video. Bye.